Lexus today announced the first battery EV, or I would say the first global battery EV, because the UX300e was the first EV that came out, but this is the global one. So today I'm just going to be looking at this RZ and looking at that, comparing it to the NX 450h Plus. I know they're not the same. The NX is a PHEV versus this is a BEV. There are a lot of folks waiting for the NX450h Plus, and the wait list seems long. Maybe it makes sense to have a look at the RZ and make that comparison and see, does it make sense to make that change. The press release is actually quite long, so I probably would be reading it all and then just giving you a high-level summary. So the RZ, like the NX 450h Plus, has the Lexus driving signature. So yeah, they put it onto the same track, making sure that the driving dynamics are exactly the same as what Lexus intended it to be. One of the biggest changes is this brand new direct force system. It actually has variable power split between 0 to 100, and being able to alternate from front and rear, and even while you making turns, the variables could change to improve the dynamics of your driving experience. Another feature is the steer-by-wire. It won't be available in North America at launch, but it'll be in a future date. What this is the steering can only turn really 150 degrees, and that will allow you to make a U-turns and turns when necessary. No longer you need to actually do like hand over hand movements on the steering wheel. So right now we're looking at the two cockpits for the RZ and the NX 450h Plus, and you can see a quick look at it. The vents seem to be much higher on the RZ, whereas in the NX they are actually in the lower parts of the cabin. The steering wheel, one is an F Sport, one is a non-F Sport, so it's a little bit harder to compare, but it looks like it's exactly the same steering wheel that we see here. The paddle shifters, the signals, everything looks exactly the same. The 14-inch screen, it looks exactly the same, but one is just higher, one is a bit lower. We do notice that there is no drive selection here. As of course, the shift knobs are a little bit different now. And then when we look at the side, this also has the E-latch system, so it looks exactly the same. And let's look at the specs. So if you compare the RZ is on the left and the NX450h Plus is on the right. So the RZ is about 5 inches longer. Definitely it's an RX level of size. The width is also 1.6 inches larger. The overall height is actually a little bit lower than the NX, and the wheelbase is roughly 6.2 inches longer on the RZ. Both definitely offers 18 and 20 inch wheels. The driving range on the 71.4 kilowatt battery is about 225 miles or 360 kilometers, and that's their estimate right now. That probably will change when it officially comes out. And the NX is 18.1 kilowatt, which is up to 37 miles, and I believe is 59 to 62 kilometers on EV range. If we look at the motors, the front is 150 kilowatt, and it's 134 on the NX, and the rear is 80 and is 40 on the NX. So definitely much more powerful. When you look at the comparison between the two, definitely RX territory type of Lexus that we're seeing here. So now we have a little bit information about the RZ. Definitely there's still a lot of information unknown. They're quite comparable. The RZ and the NX are quite comparable, producing about roughly 300 horsepower. And there's a lot of new technology in the RZ, which is quite appealing. Are you ready for this change to electrify, going fully electric with the RZ and give up your NX450h Plus order that you've been waiting for quite some time, or you would still want to keep the NX450h order and get the plug-in hybrid. Leave a comment below and let me know. Personally, I have the NX450h Plus already, so I will not be looking at the RZ. Maybe my second car, I'll be thinking about an electrified Lexus, but at this point, let's see how this goes. Cheers, and thank you for watching.